All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Buster Wolf back with some more Street Fighter 6. And yeah, happy Sunday, guys. I'm sorry that I haven't been streaming a lot lately. I've been very busy this week. Um, it was very nice for once to begin, and yeah, no, took full advantage. Just socialize, go out with some friends, hang out with fams, and yeah, just doing my own thing. So very sorry if I haven't been streaming, but in the coming weeks we should expect a little bit more streams here and there. Um, so yeah, so there is a lot to talk about. We kind of I so let's start off with pretty much earlier this week we had the PlayStation State of Play, which we learned about the new team for whatchamacallit, uh, for Marvel's Tokon. So it was the Knights of Doom. Sick name, by the way. And it was shown that the team will consist of Doctor Doom, obviously, as the team leader, Magneto for second, and then what followed, which we expected to be a Spider-Man villain. So Green Goblin got announced, but we also got Carnage. So we got two Spidey villains in this game, which is fine, which is a good pick, honestly, for villains. But then again, I would say maybe a villain from a different franchise would be nice. But then we'll see what the DLC characters and all will be, right? So yeah, so that got announced, and a bunch of other stuff got announced as well. We got a good look at Wolverine. We got a look at the new God of War, Lao Fei, which again, I'm still a little bit in the, not saying that it's bad, because like a lot of people are just saying, oh, it's because you're playing as a woman. No, no, no. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that, as long as the gameplay is fun. That's pretty much what that's what I expect. And yes, Laundry, I was shocked that they didn't. Thanos would have been a good pick, but then again, DLC, you never know, right? So again, the whole God of War thing, the only thing is, like, for me, when I played Ragnarok, I always thought Faye was always like the one keeping Kratos calm or on a leash, I'm gonna say, and trying to show him like the good ways of dealing with other people. But to see her like acting all this badass, it's like, first of all, I don't even know Faye like that, okay? So don't show me like she's this crazy. Like, I mean, it's fine that she fights, right? She did fight Thor. She did fight when she met Kratos. They fought, but I don't think. I think the glaze is a little too much, you know. You gotta earn that glaze. Like Kratos earned that shit. He was like ferocious, killing gods here and there. Like Faye, you gotta show it to me first before you present it to me like that. And it's just so weird how she kind of like quickly manifested into the world that she is. A little too fast for my taste. Like, come on, give me at least a little bit more struggles in that. But anyways, we're here to talk about fighting games. Anyways, so yeah, so new team up, the Knights of Doom. We're left with one team, which is the Ghost Rider team. And already people are speculating here and there. We got a new look at the night stage for New York, which was sick. It looks really, really good. So yeah, no, Wolverine. And again, a bunch of games coming out in September. My poor wallet. My wallet, I don't even know how I'm gonna do it. I don't even know how I'm gonna do everything, because like we start the month with Dawnwalker, that vampire game, which looks sick, which is the same people that did The Witcher 3, right? Then we have Silent Hill. Then we have Wolverine on the 15th. Silent Hill is on the 24th. Then we have what else was announced on the same day as Silent Hill? Something else was coming out in September. And then on top of that, today we got more announcements for the Xbox stuff coming in September. And I'm like, oh my god, can we just leave September alone? Can you just like early October? Even early October is starting to get stacked too, right? So once we're done with September, it still keeps going at early October. So yeah, so that happened. Anyways, then there was the Summer Game Fest on and don't worry, I'm still here. I'm here. the Summer Game Fest on Friday, right? And I was like, okay, cool. I was like watching it just for the Street Fighter, 6 announcement. But there was some pretty good announcements there, like Stellar Blade 2. I haven't played the first one yet. We had Final Fantasy Revelation. I haven't played Rebirth yet, but I did finish Remake. And then there was like there was other game. I'm trying to remember what all the announcements. There was just so much, and I didn't really wrote a note or whatever. But anyways, then we ended up with an announcement out of left field. We're gonna check it out right now. Just gonna set it up here. And don't worry, I know Blink Respawn is happening right now, but today we just wanted to talk about Year 4 and a little bit more grinding with Maya. What the hell? Okay, no, hold on. Okay. Alright. Do it like this. Fix the audio. Alright. It's bigger. Let's set this up right here. Here we go. Alright. So I'm going to mute the gameplay for a bit. And pull this up right here. Pause the music while we're at it. All right, so this is what we had.
Street Fighter 6.
We're gonna watch it first, and then I'll give you my initial reactions when I saw this. Right?
Is already entering Year 4, but I can sense that we already have new challengers on the horizon.
Yasmin looking cool, yeah. Arjun.
Fascinating.
And there you have it. Your lineup for Year 4. Is there any more here? Oh, it's already on sale. Damn, I didn't even know that. All right, so first of all, yeah, my initial. Okay, so let's start off with hold on. I'm gonna mute this and play some music, and I'll tell you exactly what my mind was going through. So first of all, already there's a difference here in the intro, right? We saw the Capcom logo. Usually we have like, the graffiti covering all the thing, and now we see like this new Capcom look, and behind is obviously Ingrid that's messing around with time and space, right? And I think this animation is very much close to like Mappa, I want to say. I feel like I was watching Chainsaw what's it called, Chainsaw Man, a little bit of like JJK here, like just the animation wise, pretty clean, right? So at first I'm like, who is this? And I'm like, is this a new character? And of course it was Yasmin. All right, so Yasmin looking very cool. Apparently she is a Filipino representative, which is awesome, and I really like her style and everything, the hair, the type of fighting, even with the little tool there or weapon that she has in her hand. Really cool design. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of like Makoto a bit, because of the of the wrappings around her hands and stuff like that. Kind of gave me a little bit of vibes of that. And then next up here, okay, so funny enough, my initial reaction here, I thought this was Ryu. I was like, what is, and I'm like, oh, are they giving us evil Ryu? And then I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, it looks like Ryu. He has the beard. He has like longer hair, the red, the red sash there. And no, it's not him. And then now looking at it again, I'm like, yeah, that's definitely not him. Because even the beard, he has like it's like the little tubes there that he have. I don't know what's called, but the little thing holding the beard there. And funny enough with Arjun, I don't know why I double click there. With Arjun, I think he's an Indian representative. Yeah, I guess so. With the name like that, I'm assuming so. Maybe Pakistani, maybe. You never know. And he has like a wind feature, right? Like he blows massive wind, inhales wind, all that stuff. And he might be having relations with I mean, like, not relations that way. What I'm saying is, like, maybe he's related to what's his name again? One with the wind. Rashid. There you go. And yeah, it's like another wind character, but this time he breathes wind, I guess. Yeah, very cool to see new characters. Now, Bosch, I don't know, man. Honestly, I could have taken any other newcomer than Bosch. Bosch, obviously, he was part of the story in World Tour. And my understanding is that he dies in the end. But with Ingrid, basically, she rewrites the whole history. Nothing happens to him. And you never meet him. So, which is why we keep him here at this point, right? And I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, he's the last character of the year. And maybe he might flip everything around. And we'll get back to with Bosch because it might show a little bit of a concern what's going to happen for this season, right? And then, of course, last but not least, Tifa reveal, right? So a lot of the leaks definitely showed that Tifa was coming over, amongst other characters that we thought that was about to come as well. Cuphead 2. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. Yeah, Cuphead 2, like that Cuphead game, it looks really good too. If you play at a World Tour, I think that the best person to speculate is Bosch. Yeah. Yes, Yasmin is coming early August. So she's the first character, followed by Arun in fall this year. Tifa is going to release coinciding with Revelations, and of course, or maybe a little earlier. I don't know. And then Bosch is the last character of this season, right? Yeah, thank you. I don't fancy music. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they took a while to bring him over, and this is my concern. Okay, so with Tifa, right? Cool. With the leaks, we all saw it. We all thought about it. We were like, okay, yeah, she's coming to the game, right? And then amongst that, there was Vega, Haggard, and Bosch. I think Bosch was amongst that leak. So two out of the four characters, I think, was like revealed in that leak, and nothing to do with this, right? So obviously, we got two new characters of Yasmin and Arjun, and I think this is fine. I am all down for newcomers, right? And this is my theory, maybe with year 4, hopefully. But then again, something tells me that it's not gonna happen this year, but probably the next year, and I'll explain. So the fact that there's like 3 newcomers, I'll still count Bosch. Well, for let's say 4 newcomers, this Bosch is technically new. And he's totally like, I don't know what fighting style they're gonna give him, because of the reset, he's technically like a blank slate, where a new character, you could do whatever with him, right? And okay, cool. Yasmin, cool. Arjun, awesome. 2 newcomers, change up the game. Instead of giving us legacy characters like Vega, Balrog, any of the villains or whatever, they're giving us new characters, which is fine. I'm all down for it, right? But with Bosch, okay, so my theory was with all these new characters, um, they might have a fundamental change in the game, right? Where everybody's asking for the game to be changed in a way. Let's add some new tech. Let's add some new moves. Let's add some new stis. You know, let's revamp, and especially now with the announcement that World Tour will, like, when the new characters, World Tour will no longer be new characters will not be added to World Tour. I think the devs can now focus on more finalizing the characters, maybe doing some system changes throughout the game. And even there, with those changes, I'm still surprised that there's not a fifth character for this year. Because again, we have Yasmin in August, then we have Arjun in fall, which could be any time between end of September, probably in October, maybe end of November if you want to really early November if you really want to push it out. I'm all for new SF6 newcomers. Well, instead of JP, yeah, no, a lot of people hate JP, and I totally get that. Where was I going? Oh yeah, so you can include more system changes, right? You can say to yourself, "Oh, hey, let's add a new tech. Let's add some new supers. Like how they did it with Street Fighter 4. You add a second, super, third, level 3 super, what have you. The ramping down production for SF6 on the next project, it could be too. That's the other thing, right? They could probably this is my concern, right? So now we have another set of 4 characters for this year. Especially now that these new characters are not coming to World Tour, you could actually add a 5th character, because when you think about it, Yasmin in August, Arjun later this year, then there's nothing until next spring. Tifa doesn't come until next spring, so there's gonna be that gap in winter where nothing's happening, no characters, no nada, it's dead. And I feel like they could have a slot for a 5th character. And then after that they finish Bosch for around this time of year, right? Same time as Ingrid is coming out. So let's say early May, mid May, Bosch comes out, and then August is the year 5. And this is where my concern is, because with Bosch being the one of the main characters from the story and being added to this point, and next year is the 40th anniversary of Street Fighter 6 or Street Fighter in general. I think that's what we'll see, like Super Street Fighter 6 or Ultra Street Fighter 6. I don't think we're gonna see any system changes this season, unless I would love to be proven wrong, because I would love to see some system changes, And I think at this moment, what the devs should focus on is just adding more features to the game. I'm talking about more intro animations, more supers, if we can swap supers in game. I'm talking about HUD changes, sound changes, more music, and I know they want to lock it out behind the battle pass. And what is going to happen with the battle pass now too, right? So if we're letting go of World Tour, what exactly are you incentivizing us now with battle passes or fight passes or whatever? So yeah, it's gonna be odd. It's gonna be odd to see what's gonna happen, and what is to expect in the coming weeks for the game. I just hope they do some changes for this year, since we're having new characters. This can mean two things, right? Since we're having new characters, either we're having system-wide changes, or they're just showing new characters for next year for the 40th anniversary, new system changes. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that's my only concern. That's my only concern. But overall, I'm happy with the newcomers. I think Yasmin looks great. I think Arjun is going to be fun. especially with that, like like his even the image like that they have, um, yeah, the image they have at the end here. Like, look how big this guy is. It's like he's sucking it in, and he's like huge, right? Um, and somebody said he kind of looks like what's the guy from Street Fighter 4 that everybody hated? The big guy, Rufus. Rufus, yeah, he kind of looks a little bit like Rufus here, you know. And anyways, it's just maybe just the design or the look of it. But yeah, this guy is huge. But yeah, it's just I'm just like Yasmin looks great, Arjun looks great, Tifa's awesome for sure. She's gonna be adding in again. They did say they're gonna implement the elemental or the materia system in the game somehow. So we'll have to wait and see how that works. And this is where it kind of sucks because if they only keep it for Tifa, which is fine, I guess they have a deal with Square Enix where like, okay, Tifa's it's gonna be different, right? But you could actually add, you know, there's some characters that have like some systems within them, like, you know, Mai with her level 1, Mano with her medals and so on. You can add something like that to Tifa with the materia system. But yeah, no, I don't know. And then Bosch, you know, I don't know, man. Everybody else is fine, but I'm not sure about Bosch. That's my only gripe. And the fact that you're finishing off with a character that was there from the beginning, yeah, that's just yeah. More money needed to spend for next season. Oh yeah, like Virtual Fighter Jeffrey vibe, perhaps. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I know. And Max, I know he was being like sarcastic. He's like, "Oh, Vega is gonna be Las Vega," you know, but. It's just, it sucks because the leaks came out and it kind of ruined the surprise because again, you look at the trailer and yeah, the surprise was in the end with Tifa. I think this would have made a bigger splash if the leak didn't come out. Absolutely. But I gotta say, I like the lineup. I'm looking forward to Yasmin for sure. I'm looking forward to Arjun, Tifa, absolutely. Bosch, not so much, because he's in a main game, right? And I think he's even playable, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. Yeah, tweet for fun, yeah. But yeah, no, I think that's pretty much what it is. And I think with Bosch, either two things, like I said, two things happen this season. Either they introduce new system changes, or with Bosch, they will end year 4 and start year 5 for the 40th anniversary. And when new system changes or a new name for Street Fighter, whatever, right? Because what is it called, really? Street Fighter 6, like when you buy it's like Street Fighter 6 year 1 plus 2. You know, like something like that, some weird name. Yeah, no, Tifa is, like, okay, so let's get into the discussion what Tifa would have been if it was between, if we're switching, like, you know, a lot of people wanted her in Tekken. Yeah, you could say it works, you know, because she fights in a 3D space. You know, if you play the remake games, she fights, she flies, she does all this stuff. But I guess she works more in Street Fighter as well. But she works in any fighting game, really. Because she's a fighter. She's a fist fighter. She does have magic and materials and stuff like that you can use, but she really uses her fist and she kicks a lot. So, yeah, no, I think Tifa is a good pick for Street Fighter 6, and I think somebody said it on Reddit where it's like just add one more character and like Morrigan, and you got the Goon Squad. Clone Dra- yeah, exactly. She doesn't even have weapons. Her weapons are literally her fists, her gloves. You know. But yeah, no. Somebody really said that it's like add Morrigan, and you have the squad, the Goon Squad. Because now you have Chun-Li, you got Mai, you got Tifa, and then you get Morrigan. Oh, man. yeah, she's a really good fist fight. No, she's a good pick for that. Absolutely. I think she will do, definitely, she's a great pick for this game. I am really curious to see what she's going to look like in the RE engine. And, yeah, no, I'm very, Kyo? Yeah, I guess so. You could say that. Yeah. Yeah, Kyo was my dude in CVS 2. Yeah. I gotta get that game too. I haven't bought it yet. The collection there. I really want to go back to that game. I had so much memories playing that game back in the GameCube day. But anyways, so yeah, so I think she's a great pick. I think Bosch is just a wasted pick because he could have been shown as a extra character, maybe the 5th character, and you introduce like an actual other character in the end. I don't know, but that's my 2 cents on that. But overall, very cool announcements. I think year 4, hopefully we can see some changes. And what I mean by that, like system changes. Hopefully, let's see if the game will pretty much go into that switch where it's like, okay, we're switching over to Super Street Fighter 6 or Ultra Super Street Fighter 6. Oh, Super Ultra Street Fighter 6 Turbo, you know, something like that. Kyo had student Shingo, which involved more fist fighting. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Kyo, Yuri, all that shit was great. That was my team. And who was the other? And Rock, I think, was my 3rd character for that team, for the SNK team. Anyways, let's go and warm up a bit. And go back to my... You know, I haven't played Ingrid yet. I might come back to her eventually when I really want to focus on Mai right now. I really want to get to Masters. Alright, let's give her the other costume this time. And... yeah, let's do a casual match. Let's warm up first, and then we'll get to it. Oh, that doesn't work, huh? Alright, good to know. Let's do it.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, cool, yes. I would like to fight an Ingrid. I'm probably sure I'll have to go through an Ingrid, like, the Ingrid army to get to Masters. Jesus. Hey. So guys, welcome to the stream. I see some of you guys are here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys want to discuss about year 4, let me know in the chat. If you guys are enjoying the stream, obviously drop a like. It helps out a lot if you're watching on YouTube. And if you want to go ahead, follow me on Twitch as well too.
Ah, right on time.
Uh-oh. God, this lag's bad. Oh yeah, she got fan art too. I didn't see that. I gotta check it out. Cause yeah, I think Yasmin is a very good pick. Just the newcomers, man. Like I like her design really. Goddamn connection. Oh, come on, man. The lag. Come on. Jesus Christ, man. This lag is terrible. Yeah, no, that connection was terrible. Get me out of here. Jesus Christ. Yes. No, we needed to switch up. We needed, like I was saying earlier, like when it comes to the legacy characters, I'm fine with bringing back maybe Vega or Balrog, but every year to bring a legacy character as a DLC kind of like feels a little bit cheap, right? Like, for instance, a good example, Tekken 8, you know, Kunimitsu. She's been DLC for the previous game and DLC once again. And then you have Bob, you know, Bob was a previous, I think he was a staple in Tekken 6 or 7. And then Jack, okay, cool. Jack was a nice touch because you haven't seen him in a long time. And then now with Yujiro Hanma. So, yeah, no, I mean, it's fine and all once in a while, but when you become DLC for the second, third time, you're like, it's like, come on, guys, let's move it along. It's like when they did it with who was a DLC in Street Fighter 5 and was DLC again. I feel like Ed was DLC and became DLC again. I think Rashid was also too. Yeah, no, I'm down for new characters. I'm down for more crossovers too, right? I'm really down for more crossovers. Let's just jump into it. Yes, Ed and Rashid was new characters for Street Fighter 5, but okay, no, sorry. Rashid was already a baseline cast from Street Fighter 5. I remember. Here we go. The Ingrid army begins. Karen, yeah.
Round one. Fight.
Hold still.
The fuck? Oh my god, what is going on? Can't even do anything here. Yeah. My god. Oh, come on, really? Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on today. Like, already, if the connection is this bad, I'm not gonna be ready to play for this. And I see my stream, my stream is like dropping frames for some reason too. Bob came out in Second 6. Yes, that is true. Yeah. Or not happy with the new characters. You can say whatever, but it's because there are newcomers. That's why. You know. Kali got Saiyan mode. Yeah, they could bring back some characters from that series as well. Why am I dropping frames so badly? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, it's really weird. Oh my god, can you give me somebody with stable connection? Please, thank you.
You're taking an awfully long time to do anything.
My god, I need somebody else. Yeah, they could bring other characters from like somebody said, you know, bring Morrigan. And you got somebody from Darkstalkers in the game. You know, it could be from Rival School, it could be from Power Stone, it could be from Darkstalkers, it could be Mega Man. You know. Like Mega Man was in Tekken Cross Capcom or something, or Street Fighter or something like that. I remember that. Yeah, but those are characters that everybody wants, right? Everybody wanted Makoto, everybody wanted Vega, everybody wanted Sakura, you know. Like I was one that wanted Sakura. And I could have replaced Sakura for Bosch. Absolutely. I think Sakura to close off the year would have been nice.
Here comes a new challenger.
All right, good shot.
Ah, right on time.
Round one. Fight.
God, this lag is still happening.
Close your eyes.
Oh my god, I don't feel like playing if it's gonna be this bad. didn't even need to do that. Yeah, this is not happening. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with the connection today. My stream is like dropping frames. Everything is just going nuts right now. Yeah, no. So honestly, that's pretty much it, man. Like, I wanted to talk about year 4, play some games, but today it doesn't seem that my internet wants me to play anything. So just have to leave it as it is, man. Oh God. Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's always a fun way to go back to some old classic games, really, to change up the system if anything too, right? And yes, you're right. New characters does keep the game fresh. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, listen, if anything, I'll probably come back tomorrow, guys, because right now it's like my internet is just like trash right now. I don't know why. Like for this stream, like it's fine. This like I'm not which is weird. I'm dropping frames, but I'm not dropping any speed. And when I'm playing, it's like everything is. And I remember this happened a couple months ago, where it's like I can't. It's the game is unplayable for me. But anyways. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm probably gonna continue the grind and all that stuff. If anything, I have to finish what's it called? First Light, 007 First Light, honestly. I want to finish that and then focus on this. Then with Yasmin coming in August, that'll be fun. And then I think we have Evo later this month too, so we're gonna definitely do a watch party for that. So a lot of stuff happening this month, and looking forward to it. So guys, sorry for that. I'm gonna leave it as it is, but no, thank you guys for dropping in, talking about year 4. I think it's gonna be a good year, despite the newcomers. And I'm not saying despite that because again, I like the newcomers, with the exception of Bosch. Tifa's gonna be sick. I cannot wait for Tifa to come out next year. So yeah, but yeah, I'll be back with some more Street Fighter 6 and the grind for Masters with mine will continue. Absolutely. All right, boys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.